What's up, guys? Welcome back to the TheSlamDuncan YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you what Billy Donovan is going to need to change in this Bulls offense, as I'm going to be showing you guys a clip here. It's by Smart Highlights. That it's going to be all of Zach LaVine's gameplay, but I'm not using it to show Zach LaVine highlights. I'm going to be using this clip to show portions of Bulls possessions from last season and showing you what Billy Donovan is going to need to change so this Bulls offense isn't going to be a bottom five offense like it was last year. But before we get into that, though, if you have not checked out my Coby White video, link would be in the description box below and also up in the cards. And also hit that like button if you're new here. Hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate that. So I'm going to be doing a lot of cuts in this, so just be aware of that. But again, this is not a Zach LaVine video, even though it has Zach LaVine up in the video title here. But I'm going to be showing you guys like problems within the Bulls offense that it's just I can't see that happening again this year, because if we're gonna have the same problems as what I'm about to show you, then this Bulls team's not gonna be very good. And I don't expect this Bulls team to be a playoff team, but I'm gonna show you stuff that can help this Bulls team not be a bottom five offense, because the talent on this roster shouldn't be a bottom five offense. First possession here, just watch. Like, all right, pay attention here. 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Okay, so LaVine gets it, and that's it. LaVine gets it, and nothing else happens. Now, you're probably like, well, Zach had to take that shot, but let me just rewind this back for just a little bit. 13 seconds left. He just caught the ball. No one else really moves except for Satoransky. Like, this is horrible. This can't happen, and Lauri's already retreating. Like, that's just how bad this offense is. Can't happen. So that's a long two that Zach can make some incredible shots, and thank God we have him, because I guarantee you this Bulls team would have been the worst offense in the league, not due to just lack of talent, but just due to terrible offense. Because terrible offense means literally everything in today's NBA. And if you could have some of the greatest players on your team, but if you have a terrible offensive system, you're not going anywhere. This is, again, it's like, what's the plan here, right? 20 seconds left, like, and you're already automatically kind of seeing like what the possession's gonna be. Like, you got Markkanen over here, you got Satoransky here, Tristan's gonna come up here, and it's a pick and roll on the side. But I'm just like, what's the plan here? Because then Gafford doesn't even really set a pick, and no one else has moved yet, by the way, which is I don't understand. Because at the very least, Markkanen needs to move up here. Satoransky needs to move where Markkanen is. At the very least, right? And right now, Chris Dunn needs to move over here. But at the very least, these guys just have to do something. If you just stand here, this is a definition of Boylen's offense. It's just stand in the corner or stand where you first started. This offense is going to be garbage if this is what's going to happen next season. So Billy Donovan, I don't expect this to happen under Billy Donovan, and he just needs to fix a few things. But as you could probably already tell, this video is going to be about player positioning, and this is horrible right now. Yes, you're stretching the floor, but right now you see all five guys are looking at LaVine. That can't happen. What needs to happen is Markkanen and Satoransky just need to really just switch places, or maybe have Markkanen set a back screen on Warren. At the very least, try to get the defense on the weak side here to just take their eyes off the man with the ball. At the very least, just do something. Because this is what it ends up as, is that nothing happens and literally no one moved. And now Zach has to take a crazy shot here and he misses it. But it's like that's the reason why everyone's like telling like, Zach, stop shooting so much. Zach, why you take that terrible shot? I mean, this is the reason why Zach has to take a terrible shot, is because just look at this possession. Nothing happens. The entire defense for the Pacers is just right on Zach. Like, and no one else is really like that open. Like, this is a tough pass to make to Markkanen here, because it's a cross-court pass. You get past Miles Turner, and he probably can't see Satoransky right here. So Chris Dunn needs to move over here to at least be an open guy for Zach to pass to. Luckily, he keeps his dribble alive to at least get like an okay type shot, because Zach can make that. But that's the reason why he's taking terrible shots, is because the offense was terrible. Here's just a transition play. I just don't understand sometimes what Boylen was thinking. Like, this right here, like, I'm gonna even rewind this. So yeah, you pass it to Dunn, and then it's like a pick and roll at the top of the key, but they're gonna go under because Chris Dunn can't shoot. I don't know what the idea was here. I think the idea is to try to get Gafford rolling towards the rim, but what if that doesn't work? Like, Then obviously Chris Dunn, and luckily for Satoransky, he moved, eventually. Satoransky, I don't know if you can tell here, but as you watch Satoransky, he goes to the corner, but as his pick and roll is about to happen, Satoransky like has to actually be up here quicker, because at the very least, then once this happens, Satoransky's already here, and instead of shooting this three, he needs to have Gafford come over here and set a pick and try to do something else. Because, again, as you can see, Markkanen has not moved since the start of the possession. So, just in general, this is just a bad shot by Satoransky. I think Gafford should have set another screen. But also, I mean, the off-ball guys, especially Markkanen, didn't help in that situation. All right, here's just already a broken play from the start. Coby White kind of didn't get the pass off in time. And now you got this happening here with Luke Cornett setting a high screen. Now he's going to roll. Now, again, I keep talking about player positioning. So, if Zach LaVine was up here, like at maybe where the arc breaks, like right here on the wing, this puts TJ Warren in a much tougher spot, because right now TJ Warren is the guy that has to come over and stop Cornett from rolling to the rim so hard. If Zach was up here, then Cornett can't guard the rim, then Warren cannot guard Cornett very easily at the rim. Now, you're going to see that the Bulls still get the shot off and Zach still makes it, but it's just those simple things that could just make the offense just so much better. Because, yes, Zach made the shot, but it was also like a complete breakdown by Indiana, which isn't going to happen every single night. So this is transition again, and I'm a person that keeps talking about the Bulls in transition as well, which they just need to capitalize more, which they did an okay job under Boylen, but I really don't think Boylen pushed it enough. Right here, you see a flare screen. So right now you see Satoransky's moving to the corner, which, that's fine. But after that happens, you need to see something else, happen here. I don't exactly, this might be Thaddeus Young over in this corner. But if I'm Coby White, I'm switching places with whoever's over here. Because then at the very least, TJ Warren isn't going to be the person guarding the rim. It would then have to be Aaron Holiday. But after this happens, with Satoransky moving over here, I would like Satoransky to actually kind of clear and have Zach move over and try to do a pick and roll with Cornett at the very least. Just because, as you can see here, because Cornett just decides to, hey, I'm just going to go over here and not be involved in this play, that it ends up being a really tough shot yet again because no one else was moving. All right, so this is, simple out of bounds right here. And right here, again, this is another player positioning type problem. So you see the pick and roll with Zach and Markkanen. Now, right here, you're thinking like, oh, Markkanen's open. This is not the easiest pass in the world, by the way. Like, this is a tough pass. And even, let's say Markkanen does get this, he runs into Miles Turner. And Miles Turner is a great shot blocker. So what needs to happen, again, and this is on Satoransky, Satoransky needs to move up here. And the reason why, and he needs to do it like at some point, he doesn't do it this play. Like, he never really does it until once he sees LaVine shooting. But the reason why he needs to do that is because the Pacers switched. So Jeremy Lamb started on LaVine, now they switched on to Markkanen, and now Markkanen's a 7-footer and is, I think 7 inches taller than Jeremy Lamb. Now, this is also on LaVine for not recognizing the mismatch, but it's also on Boylen because Boylen wouldn't even dare to throw Markkanen a ball down in the post. But if Satoransky moves up here, this allows LaVine to throw it to Satoransky, who can then throw it to Markkanen. Instead, though, he takes the shot, which, again, is because, lack of awareness, bad positional, being in bad positions on offense, and just poor offensive execution in general. It's just bad. So this is another kind of like broken play that ends up, actually turning into something because of Zach again. But it's like after the first action here, like what's next? Like, I don't know what's next for the Bulls. And that's where I think people don't really understand. Like, you can always call out a play and be like, okay, this is the first action. And if that doesn't work, then it's like, okay, do something, give it to your star and have them create. But teams like the Warriors, for example, when, everyone's healthy, like, after the first action's done, they're not done. Like, they keep moving. They move into a second action. They keep the defense on their toes. And just because of that, they usually get an even better shot than they probably would have gotten in the first action just because they kept moving. They keep the possession alive and not just turn it to like, all right, Steph, just do your thing. Like, you see Steph running all over the place after the first action. So it ends up to this, and that's a very makeable shot, but again, it's not great offense. All right, so this is another inbounds play. So I'm gonna rewind it just a little bit here. So 9 seconds left, and you see Chris Dunn come up here. He sets a high ball screen, and I'm just questioning, like, what does this do? I really don't understand what this does for the Bulls. At the very least, you get Zach to be guarded by TJ McConnell, who will have a hard time guarding Zach. But it's just, I don't know what this does. Like, I guess Zach can take a 3 here, but again, it's like, well, you got McConnell on you, so you probably want to get to the rim. So this is one of those things where I would like Gafford here. He is a baseline type player a lot, but if he could just try to get, I think it's Bataze, I can never say his name correctly, but you just try to get him out of the paint, or just get his man to take his eyes off LaVine, because right now he's about to be the main guy that's going to protect the paint. And also have Satoransky, like maybe Gafford can even set like a screen right here on Lamb, just so then his big man has to worry about the screen over here, and then this will allow LaVine at least a better pass to a guy like Satoransky at the, like, either at the wing. Because right here, again, the reason why the defense is willing for this to happen, what you're about to see, is because making a pass from on the right side all the way over to the left side, especially the corner, is one of the hardest things to do. And as you're going to watch here, LaVine tries to get into the paint. Now he's in the paint, but again, because Gafford stayed here and you got his man guarding the paint, this is now LaVine's double team with 4 seconds. So if Satoransky's up here, I think LaVine can actually make that pass. Satoransky staying in the corner takes away Gafford, one, because let's say LaVine tried to get it to Gafford. Well, now you got Satoransky's man over here. But if Satoransky moved up here, then his man probably wouldn't be able to guard Gafford. And it ends up being a bad pass because Satoransky, again, is just not open. Like, that is such a hard pass for Zach LaVine to make. Again, this is a play I know Zach scores on, but I don't know what's happening on this play. So it's a little handoff with Thaddeus Young, and then you're going to see Thaddeus Young, which, by the way, he should be like moving a little bit, because right here, Zach has got basically 3 guys on him, right? Zach did his job. But if you're Gafford, like, it's fine if you're trying to go set another screen here. But if you recognize that Thaddeus Young's man's like all the way over here and Thaddeus Young's like wide open, you need to roll to get the big man out of here. So then Thaddeus Young will be wide open at the top of the key. Zach then just drives through basically 3 guys and lays it up. But again, it's just not good offense, because what if there was somebody actually in better position? Because the Pacers completely broke down in that possession. Right here, again, it's just what's happening. There's nothing happening right here. I think the Bulls are trying to go for a 2-for-1, but like it's right now, like even with 30 seconds left, it's basically impossible. And Thaddeus Young's like not even like where he's supposed to be. It just doesn't make sense here. These 3 guys don't move in this entire possession. These 3 guys don't move. And right now, as you can see, all 5 guys are watching Zach right now on the Pacers. And this just leads to, I'm like, you got to do something here. And you're going to see Thaddeus Young, once he finally gets into the play, he's going to like kind of set like a half screen to get Satoransky kind of moving. But right now, you see all the Pacers looking at LaVine. And that can't happen. You need these guys over here on the weak side to not have their attention on the ball handler. Just do something at the very least. You see then this start to happen, and look, just that slight movement moves McConnell all the way, and McConnell's not even watching LaVine anymore. But right here, again, I'm just like, this screen and roll over on the right side doesn't do anything because Gafford isn't setting a screen, which I hope Billy Donovan changes that. But even if Gafford rolls, it's like, I don't know what can happen out of this play except for a Zach LaVine shot. There is nothing happening here. Like, there is nothing good happening off ball that will lead to a better shot than what Zach's about to take right here. And again, Zach can make these shots, but I don't want to see this like every possession where he has to bail out the offense for being so bad. So this is actually a good play that Boylen ran here. You're going to see here, watch what Satoransky and LaVine do. You're going to see Satoransky kind of set a screen for LaVine, but it's just a good pass by Markkanen up at the top of the key here. LaVine, instead of going to the 3-point line, he decides to cut, and luckily, and this is a good job by Gafford, Gafford stayed up here, which doesn't allow Miles Turner to get into this play at all. And now Zach LaVine, wide open dunk. That's a good play by Boylen. I think Zach scored 12 straight points for the Bulls this game. From at the end of the second quarter into the third quarter, which kept the Bulls in it for a good amount. And as you can see here, for example, this possession, I know Zach doesn't make the shot here, but it's a horn set, and I like horn sets. But a couple of things already. I really don't understand why Markkinen is the roll man and Gafford's the guy that kind of stays up top here. Because Gafford, again, he can only score at the rim. Markkinen can actually score at the 3-point line here. But the main problem I have is this. You're probably thinking, well, Markkinen's wide open right now, right? Or at least like with Zach. Zach's about to get a wide open shot. But I would like this pass to be thrown. You could kind of blame Zach on this one, but I'm also blaming, again, player positioning. Chris Dunn right here. If Chris Dunn, once this screen and roll was happening, just moved to basically where the ref is standing, this takes TJ McConnell completely out of this play. Like, TJ McConnell cannot do anything on this play. Like, right now you're going to see TJ McConnell's going to come over and guard Markkinen, which then basically kind of takes away Markkinen. Also, Markkinen needs to get big. Markkinen needs to put his hands up and act like I want the ball because there is nobody guarding me over here except for TJ McConnell. But I think Markkinen just thinks like I can't even score on TJ McConnell at this point. And again, if Chris Dunn just moved up to the wing area, TJ McConnell wouldn't be in this play. This would be an easy pass. But instead, you end up with this because Markkinen clearly, I guess, just didn't want the ball, which I hope that changes. Not aggressive. It ends up in a 3 and it's a miss. Now, here's actually a play that I'm going to show you from the Pacers to show you why player positioning is so important, especially when you're off ball. So the Pacers basically already know that the Bulls under Boylen, they blitz the pick and roll, even if it's TJ McConnell handling the ball. Again, I don't know why it's a horrible idea because it's Boylen. But what this does is they recognize this pretty quickly. They cleared out this entire side, okay? So you're going to see Miles Turner come up here. And Miles Turner understands that if he is going to roll after the pick and roll, he's probably going to be met by somebody else. And why not take advantage of the blitz by having him pop to the top of the key, and he's probably going to get a good open shot. But the reason he's going to get a wide open shot is because of Jeremy Lamb right here. Jeremy Lamb's going to move just a little bit, and it opens up Miles Turner. Watch. So here comes the screen, and they blitz it, right? Here's the blitz. Miles Turner right now is moving to pop to the top of the key for a 3. Jeremy Lamb right here moved from the 3-point line to basically the elbow. What this does is it occupied Levine for just that split second. And that split second is enough time for Miles Turner to get a wide open 3-point shot. Because if Jeremy Lamb stayed up here, then once Miles Turner catches that ball, Levine knowing where Jeremy Lamb is, can go and guard either Miles Turner, or if McConnell throws it to Lamb, then he'll guard Lamb. But just this slight movement opens up Miles Turner completely, as you now can see that Levine is nowhere near Miles Turner. And it ends up in a wide... I'm going to roll that back for you guys to watch it one more time. But it just... that slight movement opens up a wide open 3 for Miles Turner. He misses it, but that's great offense. Again, here's Levine basically bailing out the Bulls here. One thing I want to show you guys, which Levine makes a shot. It's okay, but again, not ideal. So right now you can't see, but Markkinen's over here. You're going to see him move from the left corner to this corner. But as you see this, Markkinen's moving, right? Right now, there is no rim protection. If Markkinen decides to really run out and move his man over here, maybe into the top of the key, just something. Just even to the corner would be effective, but ideally, if Markkinen can take Jakar Sampson to not be over here and help position, this is an even easier drive for Levine. Because right now, Miles Turner's up here. And with Miles Turner up here as the shot blocker, there is nobody in the paint if Markkinen just runs out. Now, again, Levine makes a shot, but just imagine, though, that once Levine comes off the screen by Chris Dunn, and he only has TJ McConnell in front of him, which Levine can take TJ McConnell. Just imagine if Markkinen decided, hey, I'm gonna run out here and try to get my man to come over here, and even Satoransky could just stay where he is or even move to the corner. There is no rim protection. Right here, I don't know what's happening in this possession. Shot clock's at 12. I really generally do not know what's happening. It's just now he's just going to throw it back to Levine, and it's just a bailout again by Levine. No one moved since like the last 12 seconds of that shot clock, and then Levine shot it. Like, it's just, I don't understand why the Bulls just, or under Boylen, it was just like, hey, I'm not going to move. It just doesn't make any sense to me. There is plenty of time on that shot clock for you to at least do something else so you don't have to take that kind of shot. All right, I got another play here for you guys. So this was, it looked like it was a horn set at the top Markkanen just set the screen for Satoransky, and you're going to see Satoransky drive here. But a couple things right now. One, there's no one over here. So because of that, it's like, how can you take advantage of this situation where there's no one else over here? So there's going to be no defender on your right for Satoransky. He doesn't really do that, as he just kind of drives, and, that's okay. Not going to lie, wouldn't be mad if there's a mid-range shot right here. But the other thing that I'm looking at, just like as I know it's like frozen, and it's easier for people to see where things are when, frozen. But Thaddeus Young isn't a great 3-point shooter, and he is open right now, but this is not the easiest pass. If he can kind of roll here, what this would do if Thaddeus Young would roll is that it would at least occupy then, like, probably Levine's defender here, which then would open up Levine, and then Coby White would have to move to where Thaddeus Young is. But just if Thaddeus Young cut here, I just think it would be so much better. But again, though, Boylen's like, nope, just stay in the 3-point line, everybody. And this is what kind of ended up. And Young moved late because once he realized Satoransky was in trouble, he decided to move. And then Bulls swing it. I'm not the happiest with this shot. It's fine. Markkanen can make it, but you could get better offense out of that. All right, here we go again. High screen roll, top of the key. It's pick and roll with Levine and Markkanen. I'm okay with how things are, like where they are right now, but first off, the first thing I recognize is that Lauri Markkanen is Justin Holiday on him. Lack of awareness by not just Boylen, but also every single Bulls player, especially Levine. Markkanen needs to get the ball in the post right here. Like, it has to be the first idea that comes to your head. Once you see this mismatch right here, which the Pacers are just going to switch in the pick and roll, like, this needs to be Markkanen goes to the post. And you can do that by probably what would even be better in the situation if he has to set a screen is slip the screen, roll. If he gets stopped by his guys, then Levine swings it to Coby, and then we'll throw it down to Markkanen. Instead, though, Levine takes advantage of the fact there really is no shot blocker in the paint, and he does drive, and he draws the foul. But I just see so many more things the Bulls can do, like, just from that one play, than instead of trying to basically force it down the Pacers' throat and then they drew the foul, but, sometimes you're not always going to get the foul call, and you put yourself either way in a really tough shot situation. And with so much time left on the shot clock, it's like, just because you see one open shot or potential shot that could be made from you driving, that may not be the best opportunity for you. Because you have so much time left in the shot clock. Take your time and have Markkanen try to get the ball in the post in that situation, which will then, either way, I think it's probably going to be 2 points because Markkanen can easily take Justin Holiday in the post. If they double team, it opens up everything again for the Bulls. So I think I'm going to end that here. I think I showed you guys a good amount of stuff. Billy Donovan has already talked about how he is talking to his players. If you look at what Casey Johnson has tweeted, or just look at Bulls Twitter, like, he is talking to his guys and asking them, like, where do you want the ball? How can I get you in a better spot? How can I get you into your spots for your most comfortable shots? He's talked about with Markkanen to just not be a shooter, not just staying in the corner as he did last year. And he's already talked about with Wendell Carter Jr., which, as you saw in this entire clip, that there was no high post action. But Wendell Carter Jr. is going to be really effective in the high post this season. I can already tell you guys, like, he's going to get touches up there, which is going to open up the Bulls. But automatically, I've already seen for Billy Donovan that he is going to be addressing this offense, which, as we saw, was a horrible offense. And I just want to make this video really just to kind of point out to you guys before this season starts, like, look for the changes in this Bulls offense. Now, this Bulls offense, I don't expect them to be, like, all of a sudden top 10 just magically from all these changes that could be happening, but I expect better play. That's the bare minimum that I'm looking for, is just better play, better IQ, better position, being in better positions, being aware of what your position does for the team spacing and how it can open up others for better shots, or even the offense and yourself for better shots. So that's all I really want to do with this video. I hope you guys enjoyed me breaking this down and just looking at how the Bulls can really improve their offense, which, again, though, I expect Billy Donovan to take care of this offseason or going into this season. But if you got to this point of the video, you had to like something, right? So hit that like button. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. I also want to hear your guys' comments on this video, so leave a comment down below on your thoughts. Bulls basketball starts up in a week, y'all. So hope you guys enjoyed this season that's about to come, and I'll see you guys in the next Bulls video. Peace.